そろそろ引き上げましょう。幽霊屋敷って聞いてたけど、何も出なくて残念ね。噂なんてそんなものです。これ積んできますね。レイさん。そろそろ引き上げましょう。幽霊屋敷って聞いてたけど、何も出なくて残念ね。噂なんてそんなものです。これ積んできますね。
Alrighty. Good afternoon? Yeah, it's just after midday. Good afternoon, everybody. How are we all doing today? This is exceptionally late in terms of actually occurring. Because my ISP decided to take the internet down for maintenance last night. And we got no warning. I only found that out as the internet died sort of 10 minutes into streaming last night. The internet just completely went dead, and I was sitting there for a good 15-20 minutes like, what the fuck just happened? Had to get on my goddamn mobile phone and fucking find out that, oh, there was planned maintenance last night. We just didn't tell you. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate that. Anyway, how are we all doing today? It's a bit late for a Halloween stream for, like, most of the world, but it is still technically a Halloween stream in America land, and that's where it counts. Halloween isn't really celebrated heavily elsewhere. Subtitles on, good. I'd trick-or-treaters for the first time last night. I opened my door, and I was just standing there like, what? What are you doing? Ah. We don't do Halloween in Australia. Anyway, this has been a long time coming. I did the first two, Project Zero / Fatal Frame / Zero games, last Halloween, I believe it was. And now we're gonna follow up with the third one. This is sort of, well, not sort of, it's, as far as I'm aware, a direct sequel to both 1 and 2. Whereas 1 and 2 sort of stood alone, this one's meant to link up the stories from both Project Zero 1 and 2. So this should be interesting. Hopefully I remember how this all plays out, like character-wise. I remember the first game, that's fine, with Mafuyu and her brother that sacrifices himself to stay with the ghost girl. I don't remember Fatal Frame 2 so much. I know it was the twin sisters, and in the end I think one of them died and the other one, something was wrong with her, maybe like lost her voice or lost her eyesight or something like that. These games don't have a happy ending. This is not a happy stream. As usual with most things I stream. Happy place this ain't. Is 4 also on the PS2? No, 4 is on the Wii, unfortunately. I do also have access to that, though I've been having some issues with my Wii. Yeah, the brother stays behind with the dead Shrine Maiden in Fatal Frame 1. And as I can't remember, I know Fatal Frame 2 had multiple endings. I believe we got the canon ending. Oh, good. I did understand this sequence without subtitles. Not that it's using complicated language. And I was just reminded that Fatal Frame 1 and 2 are connected due to one of the one of the girls, one of the twins in Fatal Frame 2 is the great-grandmother of the main character from the first game. I do remember coming across that. We put those details together with the in-game fluff text. We still got the pointy... Yep, okay, we still got the pointy light. I'm just getting a feel for the controls. Oh, we do have our camera. Okay, that's worrying. And we can still do first-person mode, though the controls are not what I like. But we can do first-person mode. Do we have... We don't have an ammo counter yet. Okay. I'm gonna assume we're just using Type 14 anyway, which is unlimited. Just with no power. Yeah, the camera is different in each game half. Sort of intentionally so. You can see... Can I floosh him? I think he has to be... Oh. Apparently I got points for it, but I was going to say... I thought they had to be facing you. I suppose if he counts as just a spook, but not an actual... active enemy spirit. Being able to actually use the, like, first-person mode to walk around is quite nice, even if the controls are a little awkward. It's only awkward because of the way my mental mapping for first-person controls on a DualShock controller is. It's not the fault of the game. Well-established first-person controls for a controller didn't become a thing until sort of PS3 era. There wasn't a lot of first-person shooters on the PS2. You had, what, Time Splitters and Killzone? Alright, that's a creepy little doll. I'm probably going to end up, like I do every time I play a horror game, with static camera angles, commenting on how much I love their use of camera angles. I maintain the static way up! Like I was just saying. I maintain the use of static camera angles is much more effective for horror games than the over-the-shoulder stuff that they make these days. Because you can do shit like that. Where if it was an over-the-shoulder, that would be nothing. The player wouldn't see that. But because it's a static camera angle, you know, that the player, while not losing control of the character, is going to be able to see what you want them to see. So you don't have to take control away to effectively spook them. Ah, damn, missed it. I want to try to get as many of these early ghosts as possible, because the extra points can be used for upgrades. Alrighty. The basic juice doesn't seem to be working so good against the Axeman. Let's run the fuck away. I don't know if I just fucked up there. It might have been. I'm not sure. I don't quite remember the rules for Fatal Frame. I know it was to do... Ah, damn it. He just started to fade out. Yeah, I don't remember the rules. I think you've got to be able to see the face of the ghost to be able to zap them. And as I said, we're probably just using the basic bitch freebie film, which doesn't do shit for damage. So against a big chaser ghost like that, it's not gonna fucking do anything anyway. Yeah, I think from Fatal Frame 2 and onwards, you get free film, not just you get I think it's like Type 12 or Type 14 film that does like no damage, but you get unlimited of it. Film developing rooms is always a good sort of free, creepy atmosphere. And like I've done actual like Red Room film development, and it's still a creepy atmosphere. Two was the one with the rope marks? No, I think that was 1. That's the Maiden of the Rope is Fatal Frame 1. Two is the girls that get tossed into the abyss to silence the massive spirits below. And this one apparently has something to do with a cursed tattoo, or at least that's what the Japanese title says. Since this is an undub, by the way, which is why there is just bits of unsubtitled Japanese text. I'll try to catch what I can, so that one was where. I'll try to translate on the fly if they're not going to be speaking significant portions. Oh, actually, I don't know if I can't do it from here. I didn't show it properly, unfortunately, because I'd set it up ahead of time. But this game actually does enable progressive scan, which is sort of rare. For PS2 titles. Oh, that was actually different fluff text. I've been playing too many modern horror games where you just get repeated fluff text. Alright, it's definitely worth doing the old rub self against everything and tap X strategy. Okay, yeah, they do have names, they're just not popping up on screen, fair enough. God damn it, that was a nice clear shot as well, but it's just because the hitbox had faded, you know, not seconds, but like frames before I hit the shoot button. That was oh, okay. I see what we're doing. We're disguising load times poorly. I thought the game had froze. Yeah, we're doing the old Resident Evil trick. Something. Must have missed it. Can I use my... Ah, I can actually use the first person mode to have a look. Ay, creepy Japanese dolls. The worst part about creepy Japanese dolls is the, like, kids dressed up Shrine Maiden-y style look like creepy Japanese dolls. Which is obviously the point of the dolls, is to actually look like children. Oh, fluff text. It's not my fault. I didn't choose to survive. Why did that make weird noises when I tapped the controller? It could be loading issues related to the undub. It is, like, several hundred megs smaller? Which I thought was odd. But you can get more across in Japanese with less words, so I just assumed it was down to that. How about the creepy doll on top of the kimono chest? Also, it could just be my PS2 is crap. We have seen before that my PS2 is somewhat aged and crotchety at this point, so she might just be having general loading issues. Well, the loading issues could occur if the stuff was compressed weirdly, but then I would think it would just have a straight-up compatibility issue rather than, Okay, why did we stop? How much, like, walkabout freedom do I have? Alright, fair bit. Did you, like, de-camera me? God damn it, game! I had the freaking camera open and everything. You de-cameraed me. That one's on you. That's not my fault. I should not spam X so hard, else we might miss the fluff text. Should I be reading the fluff text, like just the standard description text out? Or just the, like, note-based fluff text? That one looked like it was wearing more modern clothing. I'll have to check the pictures. Okay. Now we got an actual Ghost Kelly camera. Okay, so... I think I was mistaken in making the assumption about... Well, I was gonna... We've got... If we can use the basic camera, we can use that for... free shots. Interesting, why does it start at level 2 range? maximum spirit power charge up. Oh, I can't jiggle with the lens yet. Why is it not letting me do that menu? So where's that last photo I took? There we are. Too blurry to see. Okay, we do have basic bitch film. It is limited, not unlimited. But that's good to know. We can use that to take shots of wandering spirits. Type 7, yeah. I couldn't remember if Type 7 or Type 14 was the basic film, but yeah, Type 7 it is. So I assume it's Type 7, Type 14, Type 38, and then... I'm not sure after that. It's gonna be weird, but the way I look at it, the Type 14 is your pistol ammo, which is your blue stuff. Your Type 38 is your shotgun ammo, which is your green or red stuff. Then you've got your equivalent of your Magnum ammo, which is the Type 90, and then oh yeah, Jack posted the 6490 and 0. 0 is your rocket launcher ammo, your anti-boss film. Though the Type 90 is also very efficient anti-boss film. It depends on how this game handles bosses, though. If we get, like, chaser bosses that just keep coming, anti-boss film, it's going to be less relevant, because it's probably just going to be a runaway scenario. Like the guy from Fatal Frame 2. The big priest guy. Can I look through without pressing X? I can, but I can't see shit. Hey, Rex. Oh, okay, no, that's cool. With the way it does the look around, that's quite nice. I like that. I hope that gets used to good effect. Oh, I didn't mean to. Someone's setting off the spookometer. You're definitely wearing more modern clothes, lady. Yeah, poor Maiden of Blackwater got fucked in its English release. Do we have a map? We do. Hang on, so, wait, was that the peephole that's all listed on the map, or is there a door? Do I have a quick access map? Oh, damn. Oh boy. Way of the Samurai 4 is a very odd game, Dorbrex. Hang on to your butt, basically. You're in for a wild ride. Okay, so I think what's marked as looking like a door on the map is actually just the peephole. Let me just confirm that. No? Where's the door, then? There's a door shown here. There's definitely a door on that map. Is it spooky door? Okay, I think I can see where the door is because it's got a different texture that hasn't meshed up correctly. But I don't think the lady is operating on video game logic. So she doesn't know there's a door there. The lady in this case being Ray. Yeah, she got the booty, that's for sure. I believe this is actually the oldest protagonist of the franchise. Clocking in at like 23. Oh wait, ladder. Bellflower? Okay, so we've got crossed arrows and a bellflower. To be fair, Jekka, this one didn't come here to hunt ghosts. Like, she didn't even come with a camera obscura equipped. The ghost, I'm assuming the ghost of her husband gave it to her. She just came with a camera. Oh, I suppose, from what I could tell from the opening sequence, she was here, like, covering potential ghostiness. But if she hadn't been exposed to the camera obscura stuff before, then I could forgive, assuming that ghosts, or I could forgive operating under an assumption of ghosts don't real or ghosts don't likely to kill me. Maybe we need to check those rooms at the back there. Do you ever cover wars? No, the war photographer was Eternal Darkness. This is Fatal Frame. Time to run! Oh. We still get 0-shot bonus? Yeah, cool. Oh, hello! Back up, lady! Bad touch. They coming through the walls, or am I... They're coming through the walls. Oh, I should be using the Type 14 rather than the fucking El Cheapo ammo. I'm gonna say using the cheapo ammo was part of my plan. I was farming points with 0 shots. I totally know what I was doing. That was entirely intentional. Yeah, I really like the sound design in these games with the use of like proper surround. Well, not like it's not full on surround sound audio, but like fake style surround sound audio where you got to use the audio cues to work out where the fuck the ghosts have gone. Something's setting. I say something's setting off the old spoopometer. She won't eat your face. Boo.
大丈夫ですか？声が聞こえたからどうしたのかと思って。最近ずっとうなされているみたいですけど、昨日だって。大丈夫。ありがとう。でも私、
嫌な夢を見ただけだから。
Cursed with tattoo. Indeed a horrible fate in Japan. You shall forever be a social outcast. Never allowed again in the bathhouse. Okay, so I assume the bruise appears. I felt a sharp pain in my shoulders when I woke up. For a moment, I could see some kind of bruise on my skin, but when I looked again, there was nothing there. Was it just a dream? Okay, yeah, these fluff texts aren't too long. The abandoned house. I wasn't motivated enough to find out much about the place before I went. About all I knew was that it was supposed to be haunted. What was behind the strange daydream vision I had in that house in the snow? Was I still worn out, still scarred by the accident? Or are the rumors true? Was he really there? Manner of sleep. Ruined house I wandered in my dream the night I got back after my vision. What? Ruined house I wandered in my dream the night I got back after my vision on that assignment. Okay, I understand now. Took me a moment to pass that sentence. Something about it reminded me of the haunted house where I saw you. It seems too real to be a dream. Daydreams, visions, maybe I'm just tired. Yu Aso, my fiancé. He was an editor who worked on books of folklore, philosophy, and anthropology. We met as students. He was the opposite of me in every way. Quiet and kind, like a gentle falling rain. Like a soft shower that washes everything clean. He passed away 2 months ago in an accident caused by my careless driving. Miku Hinasaki. Miku Hinasaki, younger sister of Yu's best friend. She lives with me now and works as my assistant. I haven't met her brother. Yu told me she had lost a relative in an accident. She helps me out in all kinds of ways, not just with work. She's cheerful and hardworking. If not for her, I don't know how I would have made it through after Yu passed away. Okay, so I'm assuming our mate Yu here was a friend of Miku's brother, Mafuyu? Which means the only person here who doesn't really know what's going on with the spooky ghost is the main character. Fantastic. The tattooed woman. Woman who appeared in my dream of the manor, her whole body covered in a blue tattoo. She came closer, and I ran away before I knew what was happening. All I remember is an intense fear, and still feel her cold, stabbing fingers on the back of my shoulder where she touched me. It's hard to believe it was only a dream. Oh, this is the mother and daughter ghost. The mother and child who appeared in my dream in old-fashioned kimonos. They were looking for someone, calling out in sad voices to him. Who could they be? Alright, we got some mystery going on. I like me some mystery. Something to sink our teeth into. Do we... Okay, we do have our everyday basic camera still. I'm wondering how much of this is, like, waking world and sleeping world. Because we don't have the camera obscura in the waking world. How old is Miku at this point? What's... Cat? Oh, cat. Are you the save point? No. This is not evil within. Must be a well-off family. Or from a well-off family to own a property this large at her age. That, or we could be out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere and this actually isn't worth all that much. Letter from Kay. Dear you, sorry for not writing for so long. How are things with your fiancé? Continuing my investigation of the urban legend. Like I thought, my niece's symptoms bear many similarities to the strange disease associated with the urban legend. I think most of the story is groundless rumor, but I've heard there was a psychiatric study done. If you have it, I'd like to see it. Maybe it will provide a clue. I'm taking a break from all my other work to devote myself to studying the urban legend. I'd like your help. According to the documents I've studied, the camera I sent to you is apparently a rare camera obscura. Given where I found it, it may have some connection to the missing people and the urban legend. If you hear anything, please tell me. Regards, Kei Amakura? Is that a name we've seen before? So this is a problem with playing the game, like this game, literally a year after playing 1 and 2. I don't remember everybody's names. I'm already bad with names as is. K rings a bell, but that's a very generic name. Doesn't Miku have a camera obscura? I don't remember what happened to it at the end of the game. She may have lost it. Amakura, same surname as the twins in 2? Okay. Hey! I do like the cloth physics. They use these in good ways. At the moment, obviously nothing much, but you can create some creepy corridors with good cloth physics. The first game did it well, actually, with a rope corridor early on. That's not quite cloth physics. Similar idea, though. You're just like a rich lady with a live-in maid. That seems like what's going on here. The hell kind of fragile plates have you got that get damaged in a goddamn dishwasher? That, or what kind of industrial strength dishwasher do you got? This is a big place. My goodness. This is a huge house. I mean, obviously, in comparison to the big fuck-off mansions we explore in these games, this isn't that big, but for a, like, standard Japanese house, it's kind of big. Side of Miku's kimonos in the funeral mourning that I have worn just once. I assume you mean funeral mourning kimono, so the black, it would be a black kimono. That'd be sort of annoying. You have to buy, and that wouldn't be cheap either. You'd have to buy that specifically just for a funeral. Paying a little too much attention to the game and not much attention to the chat. Hey there, Nova, and hey there, Stratos. I may have said some of that already. Oh, it's fucking film development room. As I said, film development room is just free spooks. Yeah, no, I know where I need to go, Stratos. I'm taking a look around. Does she have physics in this game? I don't think so. No. This is not, this is just Tecmo, not Koei Tecmo. This is before physics. I don't know if 4 has physics. 5 does, very much so. Which is why, like, the censorship of it just seems like so. Hey, the cat moved! Can I pet the kitty? That's not quite what I meant to do. Do I just have a shortcut button for bringing up the notes? Oh, I do, and I have a shortcut button for map. Oh, fantastic, okay. Ah, there we go, we do have buttons to interact with the kitty. Ah! I can't just... Okay, I can't just randomly talk to her. What happens if I take photos of her? Will she get, like, what the fuck are you doing? No? Okay. Egregious boob jiggle didn't kick in till 5? Fair enough. I think 5, it wasn't even, like... something they intentionally developed for it. They just recycled one of the Dead or Alive jiggle physics engines that they already had. Did I ever completely beat Evil Within? I did indeed. I beat Evil Within, both of the story DLCs and the extra DLC. That's why when I first saw the kitty, I was like, hey, you're going to be save point kitty? But no, this is not the Evil Within.
Huh? Ray, どうしたの？
ごめん、ちょっと聞きたいこと。
As for did I enjoy Evil Within, honestly, not really. It had a few really good ideas, and it made good use of those few really good ideas. But for the most part, no, I didn't enjoy the game. The best part of Evil Within was the Executioner DLC, which was very much not like the rest of the game. Letter from K2. Dear you, during my research on the Manor of Sleep urban legend, I finally made it to a certain deserted village, lost even from the map. I found this camera in a huge abandoned house near that village. My niece, Mio, when Mayu disappeared, she caused you a lot of trouble, so you probably remember her. Saw this camera, and she was scared stiff. I wonder if it reminded her of that unspeakable incident. For now, I'd like you to take care of the camera. You know about antiques, so could you look it over for me? I don't think you'll be able to reach me for a bit, but I'll contact you, so let me know what you find then. Regards, K. Amakura. Broken camera obscura is probably not so useful. Actually, you know what? I take that back. It probably is useful. We could, like, we get the lens out of it and attach it to another camera and, like, make ourselves our own hodgepodge camera obscura. Okay, this is a fair few pages here. I'm gonna open my drink first and take a sip. Then we'll read this. On the urban legend. Many of the urban legends classified as Lost Village are modeled on real incidents, such as a village was ruined when one villager massacred the others. They are often an amalgamation of well-known actual incidents, legends, and oral tradition. Settings such as the isolated mountain village or bygone customs, like night trysts or certain ceremonies, often act to trigger the incidents themselves. And these in turn become the motif for urban legends. The reason for the popularity of urban legends may lie in the notion of the view of the country from the city, or the modern bias towards the ancient. I'm assuming these are some, like, Japanese phrases that don't really exist in the West, which is why they're a little clunky. They've just been translated straight up, which is fine. I'm 100% okay with that. To people in the modern city, the village is the wilderness, and those who live there are different. Perhaps that scorn or fear finds expression in the urban legend. For that reason, the setting of the legend must be the isolated mountain village. Further, bygone customs are attractive elements that end up acting to provoke the incident. As a case in point, there's a story about the area around the Minakami Dam, where Mayu went missing. Didn't the dam burst and wash the area away? Might be misremembering that. The Lost Village. In the mountains of the Minakami area, there was once a massacre in the so-called Lost Village. Years ago, on the night of a certain festival, there was a great massacre, and the village disappeared from the map. Only one woman survived. If you walk in the forest where the village once lay, there is a small guardian statue, and if you continue, you will come to the shrine gates that form the entrance to the village. If you should pass through the gate, you will never return. The night of the massacre continues in this village, where day will never again break, and a woman's horrific laugh rings throughout the village. No, the dam was built? Oh, okay. I'm remembering a dam, but I'm clearly remembering things backwards. Next we have the Manor of Bizarre Murders, where the same tragedy recurs, sorry. Ah, okay. The area was flooded to make way for the dam. Visiting the area before the flooding, okay. Right. Wait. Its scale is smaller, but generally speaking, it resembles the pattern of the village as it is made up of elements based on true incidents. Below is an example of this. It has to do with Mafuyu's disappearance. The House of Mutilation. In the mountain area Himuro, there remains a manor where years ago there was said to be a massacre. There have always been vanishings in the nearby forest, and many of the spirited away are said to end up in the manor. Their corpses have been found with both hands, legs, and heads severed off. One more example is the seemingly related Manor of Sleep urban legend that I'm researching now. The Manor of Sleep legend was picked up in various magazines in the 1960s, but incidents with very similar characteristics can be found here and there in older media. This newspaper is from the early 1900s and is of no relation to when the Manor of Sleep legend was taken up, but the background of the spirited aways and those people... Well, the formatting on the sentences here is messing with me a bit. Let's try this again. This newspaper is from the early 1900s and is of no relation to when the Manor of Sleep legend was taken up, but the background of the spirited aways and those people's later conditions bear many similarities to the Manor of Sleep urban legend. Still investigating, but these incidents may trace back to the 19th century, and I've seen legends in several folklore books that may have become the basis for the Manor of Sleep. Ah, interesting. We now need to search the bookshelves. Vanishings. Series of vanishings across region. According to sources, before dawn yesterday, a mother and daughter who lived in Myojin village went missing. The missing are Maki Kuzuhara and her daughter Kozue. Kozue? Yeah. Kozue. Since last year, the two have been searching for Kuzuhara's missing husband. The two reportedly wandered the mountains nearly every day. The informant says, I hadn't seen them for several days. I went to visit them. There was no answer, so I went inside, but they were gone. I only saw some black soot-like marks. Similar disappearances are being reported across the area. Some are calling them spirited aways. The Camera Obscura. The Camera Obscura is a device used to capture the other world, made by occultist Kunihiko Aso. From the late 19th century to the early 20th century, he tried to communicate with and get proof of this other world. The term occultist refers to people involved in the movement to verify Eastern thought using contemporary Western technology. Kunihiko Aso is a prime example of such an occultist. The Camera Obscura was one of his quintessential experiments. He modified the at the time still rare camera by adding a special lens and film. It was supposed to capture unbelievable things normally invisible to the naked eye, like a so-called different phase interval and spirits and ghosts. These are very rare nowadays, but apparently these cameras are still traded among curio dealers. Most have been broken or have lost the chance, and we have lost the chance to see the other world, as well as Aso's achievement for eternity. Was it Aso that went to the village in 2? Like in the past segment, and got fucked up, or was it his assistant, or did both of them end up there? Because I think someone with a Camera Obscura went to the... That was a different folklorist? Really? Did he get a camera from Aso then? I should have sat down and just wrote up a big ol' pile of names from the first 2 games before playing this. I don't think you can interact with the kitty while it's up here, unfortunately. Doesn't seem like it. Windows saying Seijiro Makabe, friend of Aso, his assistant came to look for him later. Okay, yeah. So it wasn't Aso himself, it was one of his friends, which is how he would have had one of the Camera Obscuras. Cool. I'm at least somewhat on the right track. Isn't there, like, there's a bunch of Camera Obscuras floating around at this point? Lately you've been having nightmares, are you okay? I think that's what was said there. This game has advanced kitty simulation. This is the best game. 10 out of 10. I'm gonna just quickly read over these ones since we've got these details already from reading the full fluff text. This one I might read, though. Kunihiko Aso, a scholar of the occult who lived in the second half of the 19th century, uses the new technology of the West to make various machines designed to prove the existence of the other world. Camera Obscura is one of his inventions. According to the book, it could photograph supernatural objects existing on an alternate plane. Okay, that is pretty much just the same as what we read. I don't know how much you're gonna get out of this. It's looking pretty ratty. That's the map button, not that's the notes button. There we go. The woman whose image appeared on the film from inside the camera obscura. No doubt it was the same woman I saw inside the manor in my dream. Just like with you that time. And the problem with having, like, I'm fine with a character being named you, it just feels a little awkward when I'm, like, reading out English text and using a name. Because it sounds like I'm referring to a person rather than... Well, like, I'm referring to you as in, like, addressing a specific person rather than the name of a person, if you get what I mean. I'm rambling.
わかりました。わかり次第報告します。
Am I supposed to just go straight to sleep at this point, or am I supposed to plot about? Ooh, actually, since we do have a tape player, I wonder if we're going to get spooky tapes. The last one had the spirit gems that had, like, the recorded... last essence of people on them. If that's what you want to... like, the last moments of their life. Wonder where the kitty's at. Does it have like a kitty basket? Ah, there's the kitty. Okay, just let the kitty sleep. Ah, it's just storage cupboards, isn't it? Yeah. No, okay. I was wondering if we could double tap to go in. Alright, doesn't seem like we can do anything at this point, so we'll just hit the bed. Which I assume is going to start the next spooky section. Something, something, something camera angles. In case that was again this dream. See you in a dress, what happened? That wasn't a dress, it was like a nightie. Do we have the... yes, good. Oh, okay, cool. We got free refill on our Type 7 and Type 14 as well. I'm gonna assume that keeps happening then, so we can sort of go a little ham on our shitty ammo. Ah, balls. Gotta pay attention to the scanner. Actually, there's not much point going back there right now. Oh, I'll double check the big room, make sure there's no... items or spooks laying around in here. Oh, hello. I did just see an item. I was just gonna check something there. Okay. I assume my herbal medicines don't get refreshed. I assume those stay at however many I've got. I'm going to assume we get moonstones as well, which is the one-ups. How am I even, like... Okay, I suppose if I had stopped instantly and panned down, I could have gotten that. There's actually a fair bit of, yeah, down pan. You can essentially aim at your feet, which is nice. Better than, say, the evil within. I'm gonna try to stop shitting on that game. Too spoopy, laptop crashed in fear. I've been saying, like, it's so spooky my internet died. I tried to stream it last night and just, internet gone for a good 12 hours. This is absolutely not where I'm supposed to be right now. I'm just exploring. The door is still invisible. Anybody hanging out? Nope. Oh, we do have a quick turn. Cool. Can I... No, I can't quick turn while in camera. I can just do quick turn on the map. But we do have the move... Words. You can move quickly by using the square button, which is the run button. You can move the camera quickly. But it doesn't seem to have a 180. Or there might be a 180 just on bound to a different button. No, doesn't seem to be. That's fine. The quick dash should be more than enough. Well, probably not. We are probably going to get to a point where there's going to be ghosts that, like, just teleport behind you. That's fairly normal. But quick turn should hopefully get us through that. Oh! Right. This works like the other games in the series. You hold down the run button. You don't actually need to input a directional. You'll just keep legging it. Oh, nice. Does this count saves? Some horror games do that, where they count how many times you've saved. Affects your end game score. Don't recognize that place yet. Oh, okay, that's, yeah, so we're operating off the standard old rules of spook-locked door. We need to go find the spook lock and shoot it with the camera. Oh, wait, is it here? Fair few sets of staircases around here, so it could be any of these. Something's coming. The red light's blinking, and my controller's thumping. Ah. Really? I tried to move the chest, but it's too heavy. Probably only a man could move it. Like, we're in trouble then, because you don't get to play as a man in these games. Equip function, alarm. Function, indicates the fatal frame. When being attacked by a ghost, the top part of the viewfinder will flash red and an alarm will ring. This instant is a more powerful shutter chance, the fatal frame. If you shoot during the fatal frame, you can repel the ghost backwards and inflict great damage. If you take another shot while the ghost is being repelled back, you can perform the chain shot. Weren't we already doing that? Maybe I wasn't. Shikigami? I don't think we've had much in the way of Shikigami before. Yeah, that's a first. Point well. I say door sounds like it needs something for a stomach ache. Ichigo Kurosaki? What? Not bleach, Shikigami, as in paper paper doll, paper thingy. In the storage space under the stairs was a small locked door. A low, mournful moaning was heard coming from inside. What could be in there? What the fuck do you think, lady? Oh, I see. The Shikigami below us was setting off the spoopometer. Red cloth hanging over a broken mirror. I assume that's broken mirror bad luck, so covered with cloth. Ooh, nice! Type 61 film. Got some shotgun ammo. Good for what ails ya. Stone slate on the door. Several stones are inlaid. Perhaps there's a contrivance to unlock it. You tried, but it won't open. Well, we're missing a bit. Engraved on the pedestal of this... Engrave in the pedestal the same number of panes as are engraved on the sleeping stone. Alrighty. Is it an actual puzzle, or are we just missing a bit? Because it looked like it was just missing a bit. Oh wait, you're for realsies. Ah, okay, there was the second chance. There was the follow-up chance. Hang on. Is she in the walls? Yep, she's in the walls! Shit. Combo. T61 double-barreled 200mm ammo, indeed. It's fucking anti-Zaku rounds. We have enough points for an upgrade. Displays the maximum amount you can charge your spirit power. I assume... Displays spirit power recharge rate and camera range depending on charge. Maximum spirit power charge. I should probably get spirit power then. We don't have any of the plug-in stones yet, but at least we've got level 1 for when we get our first plug-in stone. I suppose it depends on what particular spirit powers we get access to as well. Some of them are a bit naff. The freeze ones are okay. The slow down time ones can be useful. I'm just trying to remember where we took that photo that was like, we need to be elsewhere to open door. I think it was still in here. I don't think we need to leave this area. Ah, wait. Down the back here. Not a matter of fear in this case, Roan. A matter of wanting to get the photo before the chance. Oh. Oh, nice. More Type 61. I think she's saying something like, I'm not a bad person, please save me. There's some other stuff in there I can't quite make out. Burnt passport. Surname, Takigawa. Given name, Yoshi. Nationality, Japan. Residence, registered domicile, Shizuoka. Either you're really causing my spoopometer to go crazy. Okay, yeah, no, you are causing the spoopometer to go crazy. not files, notes. The bruise appears. The pain flared up again after my dream of the empty house. Since the vision I had that day, I kept seeing the house in my dreams. The pain I felt when the tattooed woman touched me, the bruise. Dream, the house, are they somehow connected? Are they connected to you somehow, or am I just tired? Yeah, that's what I was saying the first time it happened. Nova. She can't go to a public bathhouse anymore. Got tattoos now. She's gone. No longer an accepted member of Japanese society. I suppose being a ghost hunter probably wouldn't carry the best reputation anyway. I assume it's just gonna keep saying, yeah, okay. Letter on the table. Dear Ray, I've gone out to do some research on the woman from the other day. I'll be back later this evening. Make sure you eat your breakfast. Dish on the kitchen counter. Breakfast has been breakfast of perfectly made rice balls has been prepared. Fucking Reagan. Oh dear. I'm not dissing on Reagan. He's a fantastic chiropractor. Oh, good. I was worried the whole conversation was going to happen without subtitles. Interesting. That I did not expect. So then her soul is also being drawn into the sleeping house? Curious.
病院の方から聞いた話なんですけど、その人長いこと眠ったまま起きないそうです。
Which is why she was saying something along the lines of please open my eyes or something like that. Oh, we are totally getting blamed for this. Oh shit, too lewd for YouTube! Channel banned. How do people get away with streaming, like... oh fuck, what's the game called? Outlast. Like, that just has straight up penises. Just flopping about. I gotta get used to which button's which. Yoshino Takigawa. It's definitely the same woman I saw in the Dream Manor. Sole survivor of a plane crash. She slept constantly in the hospital after the accident. Till the day she disappeared in front of my eyes. A blue pattern appeared on her body the instant before she vanished. What was it? Is she connected to the woman in my dreams? And if so... I have not finished playing Maiden of the Blackwater. I did a first impressions of it when I first got a hold of it. I will probably do a full stream of it at a later date. I was gonna do... I had my voice caught halfway through that sentence. I was going to do Fatal Frame 3 and 4 this year. But because .hack.gu Recode is coming out on the 2nd, I'm just going to do 3 and then I'm going to do Recode. Actually, having, like, that actually works really well, having a button that you hold down that just makes you run in the, like, a forward-facing direction. The reason it works really well is because you don't get camera confused. Because your character is still going to progress forward no matter what, can I give you any more details? Now we've got a pajama variant. I wonder if I wonder if the game is going to react to me taking random photos of her and the cat at some point. Oh, yeah, sorry, I should translate on the fly what I can. So in that case, as Jekka said, it was, are you alright? You can't sleep. I should probably, like, localize a bit. The way my brain translates is, weird. Like, it'll translate stuff to do with sleep as directly to do with the eyes, because the way my brain interprets what is being said, because it is the base words being used to construct the meaning. I'm probably not making any sense. Sort of hard to explain what I'm thinking. The meaning is understood to me, but not conveyed properly across in my English. Wait, what? Where did she disappeared? I'm gonna keep poking about during these night sections because I reckon something is gonna show up. Especially since it brought up the fact that you can, like, once you get more information on certain subjects, you can then read more books and find more out. So I definitely want to just keep poking about randomly as much as I can. Is Tattoo Girl another sacrifice to hold the demons at bay? There's like a lot of, well, a lot. The first two games were both cases of like, we tried to hold the demons at bay, shit went wrong. I mean, like, shit went wrong because you tried to hold the demons at bay in some pretty horrific manners. Like, the first game, you sacrificed the poor girl against her will. Because she was the only one that was sort of, I don't know, pure is the right word, but she was the only one qualified to be the Maiden of the Rope? Something like that. Everything went tits up when a man came into her life. Men are the root of all evil. Rawr, rawr, rawr. Wait a minute. Okay, so I'm not sure. I need to keep... Oh, we got 16, Type 61. We need to keep a close count on our Type 61 this chapter. Because our Type 7 and 14 were just reset to their default. So I think that might be... just what happens with the shitty ammo and the basic ammo is it will always reset to its default values of 50 and 30. No matter how much we have at the end of a chapter. No longer suitable because she saw a dude and fell in love with him. No longer pure and unattached. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, they tried to hold the demons at bay, things went bad. Game 1, your pure white waifu was not so longer pure and white, and Game 2 one of the twins ran away, which means you couldn't do the twin sacrifice ceremony, and you had to use cheap knockoff twins, and it didn't work so well. I think that was the case, if I recall. Like, they had other twins, but they didn't have as strong an effect. Oh, there is multiple. Oh! The poor lady's getting spooked. I see. How do I... Can I even go around there? Ah, okay, I need to come at it from the other end, I see. So I assume by coming at it from this end, I was able to get the photos easier? Kusabi. Oh, was that the one where they... It was either the researcher or his assistant. They threw him in, and that just didn't work. Well, in that case, it wasn't Spoopy Ghost Torbreaks, it was a Hellgate, so... More than just Spoopy Ghosts. Ack. That, like, who is that person? Something like that. Combo. I like the mother-daughter ghost. That's a cool basic ghost. Is the, yeah, the doll is still fallen over. Unfortunately, I've only, like, for the Fatal Frame games, I've played the first one, I think, 2 or 3 times. I've only played the second one once. So I am much less familiar with the story. I'm saving a bit spastically in this game. We went like whole chapters basically without saving in Eternal Darkness, and now every save point I save. Mind you, that's usually how I work, I suppose. I work better with games where it has save points, because if I see a save point, I make a save. Ah, shit! I just realized I was wasting Type 14. God damn it. Now, obviously, that's where I'm supposed to go. Follow those ghosty goos. I'm gonna poke about. This game is gonna end up taking a lot longer than it should, because I'm master of the poking about. I wonder if we do maybe play as different characters at some point in this. Do we play as a guy? Are there any guys left? Oh, hang on. What the fuck was that? Was that just the lighting engine going a bit weird? Yeah, okay. I think it was just the lighting engine going a bit weird as I was going down the stairs. Oh, that's right. This is the moaning door. Yep. Beat everything with Type 7. I think not. At this point, we probably could. I think that would be viable. But, not later in the game, definitely. Alright. Bad things are about to happen on the other side of this door. What'd I tell you? Already getting spooky. I'm curious what's going to happen to this lady now that she's... I'm assuming she's actually physically here now, not just spiritually here, since her body got, poofed. Oh, we're not doing a creepy doll scenario, are we? I hate creepy doll scenarios. Oh, balls. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure how to translate Konaide there. I was gonna translate it as don't come, but that's different. To stay back, but don't come would have been a reasonable translation on it anyway. You're gonna start reading at me? Okay, well, there we go. What? Oh, there we go. They do have an attack. Okay, they have an attack, but they don't have like a... They don't seem to have like an opening to hit them when they do their attack. Oh, okay. Not sure. Better just try to take some core shots then, since I can't work out. No, there doesn't seem to be a bingo moment. Curious. Yeah, wow, the Type 7 does so much less damage. Holy gods. Oh, now you're gonna grab me. Yeah, can't fool me, lady. Ooh. That's quite a nice, like, the tattooed skin texture was quite nice there. And now we have tier 2 tattoos. How many curses can we amass before we die? Oh! Okay. Bruise spreads. Saw the bruise clearly when I woke. The pain is worse than yesterday. The bruise is spreading. Spreading bruise. Yoshino Takigawa had a bruise like this before she vanished. She was in the dream too. Was she having the same dreams? Bruise, the dreams, what do they mean? See, that's what I was thinking. Well, Ron, I'm wondering if there isn't like a translation hiccup? Bruise and tattoo because skin discoloration? Like, calling it a bruise is not entirely wrong, especially given the color of it. But it is so very clearly a tattoo with a distinct design. Unless it's meant to represent, like, her being in denial, maybe? And we got a diary. Yoshino Takigawa's diary. 8-10, Sunny? I don't know which way around Japan is it. Do they do DDMMYY? Is it 8th of the 10th, as in 8th day, 10th month? I heard it's good for the heart to write in a diary and have someone read it. By doing this, maybe I'll stop seeing that terrible dream. I'm sad being all alone. If I can have someone read this, then in some way, maybe I will connect with them. 8-11. Okay, so it's MMDD. My family and Naoya died, but being alone is more frightening than even this harsh fact. Well, than even that harsh fact. More than the accident itself, and being the only one living afterwards, waiting endlessly, that was more frightening. Left all alone in the total darkness, a sweltering night, but freezing cold. I had a nasty dream. Snow fell on an old abandoned house. I'm all alone and lost, but they might all be in the house. I can meet them. I sense that. If I go in, I can meet them. They're calling me, but if I go in, I may not be able to return. If that's what he wants. 8-18. Cloudy. Bit by bit, I go in deeper. I'm cold. It's getting dark. I can hear a song. Naoya's in there. Mum, Dad, everyone besides me. All in there. They all left me behind. Left me and went in. Because only I survived. 8-27. Rain. It's painful. Is the pain the dream? Is the pain the dream? Tattoo spreads. The doctor says he can't see anything. Overseas, they apparently call emotional trauma after an accident like this PTSD. But I can see it. No date. Rainy. After sleeping several days, I'm only half awake. Gradually, I come not to know whether I'm awake or asleep. The doctor seemed interested when he listened to my story. Maybe he's becoming more sympathetic. But that dream and the pain are mine alone. Pain is spreading. No date. Rainy. Not sure. Am I to blame? Since I'm the only one who survived. But it's not like I chose to survive. No date, no weather. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. What should I do? What? Forgive me. That woman is coming after me. I can see her even when I'm awake. I can't take being touched again. I don't want to see any more. Yeah, okay, so it is a compound curse. The more you get touched, the more tattoo you get. Oh. That's gone nasty. tattooed woman. The woman who appeared in my dream of the manor. Her whole body covered in a blue tattoo. Yoshino Takegawa and the woman who attacked me in my dream both had the same tattoo. And now the same pattern is spreading across my body. Ever since she touched me in that dream. The dream, the bruise, the manor, are they all connected to her? Okay, so they've definitely differentiated. There we go. They have definitely differentiated between tattoo and bruise. So I'm gonna say that is correctly translated. Yoshino Takegawa, the only survivor of a plane crash. She went missing from the hospital and appeared in my dream. She attacked me like someone out of her mind. A tattoo-like bruise covered her entire body, and now the same tattoo is spreading across my body. If it carries on like this, then I'm going to assume the original text would have not been written with just numbers on the diary date entries. It would have been the number, month kanji, number, day kanji format. Yeah, same thing. Lately, I've been able to sleep well. Are you okay? It's raining tonight. And repeating. I'm wondering if there's going to be a good mirror spook at some point, because you can do good mirror spooks, especially with this sort of a game. You could definitely do good mirror spooks. See ya, Jekka. This probably won't go for too much longer, because I got to work this afternoon. So I can't stream for too long, but hopefully either late tonight after or tomorrow I'll continue on with this before dot hack. I'm probably poking around a lot more than I need to, which is, as I said, gonna make this take a lot longer than it should. That's different. That's a problem. The spooks are following me home. If you are gonna jump into the dot hack, don't forget to watch dot hack Roots, because the game takes place literally after the anime ends, like directly.
今日も雨ですね。
Terminal disc is just from the collector's edition of Volume 1, isn't it? That has a bunch of extra stuff, but it's not a... I don't think it has a recap of the anime on it. Did you happen to trade in and or sell on your dot hack collection run? Recode does come with a terminal disc. I just didn't think the terminal disc recapped Roots. I have the original terminal disc because I have the collector's edition of Volume 1 of the original release of GU. That's different. Oh, right. Yeah, no, making sense. Yeah, this is where we got grabbed. Oh, 4-point well key. Nice. We can open the moaning door. Is Creepy Doll still in the shed? We still have 16 type. We never got or used any last time around. Do we have 4 or 5? 3 herbs. Okay, so I think it does reset us each night. Our stock doesn't carry over, so we don't actually need to worry too much about running around building up stock, since it's going to give us basic stock back each time, and we can... Hello! Hello! Fuck off! Oh god. He's coming at me from behind as well. Can I zap you to start the fight early, or do I have to kill your little buggers first before you'll actually take a swing at me? Where is it? Oh, coming through the friggin' wall, that's where it is. Yeah, I saw it too late. Let's get some distance. What? Oh my god, is there more of these fuckers? Jesus. Oh, hello. That's not a nice way to ask for someone to save you, giving them a big ol' hug like that. This is not going well. the backup spooks make this quite tricky. Because they keep just chipping away at me. I don't even know. Oh my god, do they just keep coming endlessly now? That was a mess. Now, so does that upgrade the amount I can max charge by? Not sure if I'm reading that, because it just says displays the max amount you can charge by. I don't care if I can see the UI or not, just so long as the actual functionality is there. Do I need to give my camera angle spiel again? There's a health herb in this room. I'm just gonna go grab. Wait. I might be thinking of the... No, there's type 61 ammo in this room, not a health herb, sorry. No, type 14, sorry. I'm just all the way wrong. I think this was the room we first got the original type 61 in. But I think just the type 14 respawns. Which, I mean, picking up some extra type 14 is certainly not a bad thing, considering the amount of damage we just... not damage, the amount of... Hello? Back off! Oh, damn, missed the combo chance. Spooker, no spookin'. There is a healing herb over this way. Not really, Mnemonic. It takes a fair bit to spook me proper these days. These games certainly make a good run of it. They've got the atmosphere right. The way the ghost enemies work is good. Something camera angles. It's not so much like the spooks that I enjoy in these games, it's usually the story. I usually find, at least Japanese horror games, tend to have a good, like, mystery intrigue story going on, which is obviously part of the horror element. You don't understand everything that's happening, and so you're running on the old fear of the unknown. Which works quite well. Definitely good for making a spooky atmosphere, and that then creates like the element of mystery and intrigue in a story which I enjoy, which grips me. Oh, that's right, we need the thingy for that door, which we don't got. Another chest that's too heavy. Do we get to play as a big, strong man at some point? Instead of skinny little Japanese waif? I need some muscles, yo. I suppose she's not even that skinny. She got the booty. Like, her arms are fucking thin as all heck. That was a nice touch with the ringing. Alright, moaning door. What's in here? I've never quite understood the like half-sized doors. Are they meant to be like servants' doors or something? Oh, hello. That's kind of cool. That's creepy. That was, ooh, yeah, okay. This is... Usually it's like something is setting off the spook meter. Oh. Hello? That's an arm. Just hanging out there. Something nasty was in whatever the fuck this room is. Which is why it's got the sacred ropes running around it. Moisture seeping out. Oh, is there like just All kinds of corpses in there. That would be unpleasant. Okay, need a 2 Mandarin key. Something spooky this way comes! Oh, I'm using the wrong film. Hang on, what? I don't like the fact there's a big fuck-off well here. Ooh, nice, sacred water. That's a full heal. Flying head? I don't remember a flying head enemy. Uh-oh. Why is my health bar showing? That's why. I think I missed the follow-up. Damn. Whoa! There's more than one of them. Also, holy shit, I just noticed the bruise. Jesus, that looks pretty fucking brutal, actually. Oh god, he fucking got behind me. Nice. Used his hand to block my shot. Whew. This chapter has certainly stepped up the difficulty. Now, I need to pay attention next time. I'm not sure if the tattoo just comes out while there are ghosts about, or if it was because we were in low health. Men in white. The men who appeared in the black-stained corridor wearing ragged white robes and tall court hats. Was it their voices I heard through the corridor walls moaning? What happened to them in there? Nope. There does indeed appear to be more moaning still. Ah, wrong button. Damn it. Oh god. Basement corridor! Fuck. Why'd it have to be a basement? Oh, this is not good. Only a child or a small woman would be able to get through. What use are you, lady? You can't fucking lift heavy things. You can't go into small spaces. You're just garbage. Okay, let's just go this way. Our supplies are starting to get a bit low, actually. Should probably go down and make a save. damn. Slow. After fitting in the sleep stone, the contraption began to move. Minute script is engraved on the stone slab. Engraved in the pedestal, the same number of panes as are engraved on the sleeping stone. Oh. Interesting. I'm not sure what the actual clue there was, is the thing. I just solved it via logical deduction. But I feel like there was supposed to be a clue. Walking on roof tiles in those shoes would be really precarious, which I assume is why the game is not letting me run right now. Why did the spoopometer come up? Is there something out there? There is something out here. Hang on, hang on. Oh! Oh, two mandarins, key, okay. Part for the camera. Evade. Grip function, evade. When you are caught by a ghost, if your timing pressing the shoot button is good, you can evade the attack. Oh dear. Damn, I missed the follow-up shot. Ah! Pay attention. What? I moved a thing, I think. Oh, that's a... That chink chink noise is a priest doing the walkie with the smacking of the, like, smacking his staff as he walks. The, like, multi-ringed staff that the Japanese priests use. I realize, like, this is a fucking obvious statement to anyone, you know, familiar with Japanese culture, but I realize not everyone is gonna be, so... No, I'm just assuming that not everybody would have picked up on what that was. So I filled in the gap. So it seems to be that this place is... drawing in people with regrets about dead friends. Or not just dead friends, dead, like, regrets over dead people. And now the fucking Kagome Kagome is playing. We definitely don't want to be following the spirits. Can we maybe get a leg on? The fucking phone's ringing.
Hi, 黒沢ですが。 わかった。ありがとう。
But yeah, I think the mansion is drawing people in that have sorrow over dead loved ones. Especially if you're gonna start fucking running Kagome as we're following spirits. That's definitely bad times. Nothing pleasant this way comes. It's like the grave mound in the courtyard by the stairwell. Maybe I can learn something from this photo. This is the hand corridor, isn't it? Like human-shaped stain marks the walls of a narrow corridor. Maybe I can find something about this. First, I'm gonna go raid Yu's room. Then I'll raid Miku's room. I was hoping to find some books on explaining the black outlines to what they could mean. I don't think it was a PC. It looked like a really, like, green, like, what are they? I can't remember all those types of green screen, like, word processing machines. Basically, like a digital typewriter. What year is this set? I don't remember. This feels pre-mobile phone. Or at least pre-mobile phone proliferation. Is that a word? Is that a real word? Yoshino Takigawa. The woman in the photo, named Yoshino Takigawa, 26. She was the only survivor of a plane crash that occurred in August. Oh, I'm ringing. One moment. Sorry about that. Where was I? Following is a comment from a reporter named Ozawa who covered it. When the plane crashed, Miss Takegawa was thrown out of the aircraft and was mostly untouched by the fire. Also, the arbor where she was thrown became a cushion, and she was thus miraculously saved. When rescued, her external injuries were mild burns, bruises, and scrapes, and it was determined that there was no threat to her life. But as it took 4 days to find her, she was very dehydrated, weak, and distressed, and she seemed to be suffering mentally. During those 4 days, she was surrounded by other victims, her relatives, and her lovers' corpses. Next is what I heard from someone at hospital admissions. After hospitalization, she was extremely frightened of being alone or sleeping. She apparently had frightening dreams and would even hurt herself to stay awake. But over time, the amount she slept grew longer, till she spent most of the day sleeping. At first, it was thought she was sleeping due to the psychological trauma she experienced, but her condition gradually grew worse, and she would sleep for 3 days straight. When she woke, she would complain of hallucinations, saying pain, or there are bruises all over my body. As her hallucinations grew worse, she became less responsive to outside stimulus during her waking hours, and she would sometimes mutter deliriously or sing lullabies. The past several days she hasn't woken, and the rest is as Ray saw. This is also just a hospital rumor, but the staff have a long-standing urban legend amongst themselves about patients like Takegawa, or who they call lost patients. Ooh. Patient disappears. On the night of the 9th, a patient disappeared from her ward in Katsuragi Hospital, and the police are currently searching for her. The missing person is the sole survivor of the August plane crash, Yoshino Takegawa, 26. Takegawa became emotionally unstable after the accident. She was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder and hospitalized long-term. The hospital's response to her disappearance went no further than "we are investigating the details." Ms. Takegawa's lost all her family in the accident, and concerns have been raised about her current whereabouts. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's definitely Mafuyu. Oh, we got an entry on Miku now. Miku Hinasaki, the girl who works as my assistant. She's the sister of Yu's best friend. I heard she lost a relative. A photo on her desk showed her with a young man who looked like her brother. She's always been a cheerful person, but I haven't often seen her smile as happily as in that picture. I wonder if the person she lost was someone very close to her. Maybe she lost someone special, just like me. Manner of sleep. Inside the house was a courtyard. It was snowing. There was a line of graves, and an even older house looming up behind. Human-shaped stains. The narrow corridor on the other side of the door where I heard the moaning was strung with sacred rope and paper. The walls were covered with human-shaped stains. There was a black stain left behind where Yoshino Takigawa vanished. Something happened on those walls as well? Disappearances. According to Miku's research, Yoshino Takigawa was asleep almost all the time just before she disappeared. Whoops, there was more pages there. After the incident, she slept longer and longer hours, and whenever she woke up, she would hum what sounded like a lullaby. Apparently, the medical community is abuzz with rumors of similar occurrences, hospital patients who disappeared. Is this another of those urban legends? If we're in 88, this is like pre-internet. Or pre-internet as we know it. I wonder if we can just barge into... Oh, we can just barge into her room now. I didn't think it would let us.
レイさん、眠れないんですか？よかったら一緒に寝ますか？最近うなされてるみたいですけど大丈夫ですか？何かご用ですか？わかりました。わかり次第報告します。今日も雨ですね。今日も雨ですね。今日も雨ですね。
Okay. We'll keep talking about the rain. I don't think she's gonna be too happy about me poking about her stuff. I mean, when I first started using the internet, the old 4chins and the let it weren't a thing. Yeah, I'm gonna assume it's some sort of like early form digital word presser. I still use IRC to this day. Whoa! How the fuck did you get down here? Why is she talking about her mom? Curious. You would think she would be more plagued by dreams of her brother rather than her mother. Yeah. Smashed shins waiting to happen, I suppose. I don't know if anything's gonna change down here. I'm gonna keep looking. 'Cause I'm annoying like that. What an odd bit of texture detail. You probably shouldn't just, like, go to sleep on the couch like that. This house doesn't look like it's got any kind of, like, serious levels of, like, insulation or ducted air conditioning or anything like that. It's pouring down rain for the last few days. It won't be very cold. Anyway, that's where I'm going to leave it for now. I've got to work tonight, unfortunately. So we'll pick up from here next time. But yeah. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, everyone, and hopefully I'll see you all next time.